Time for the news update at dawn on African Free Press Television. My name is Aritz Afama. Members of the National Assembly on Monday seemed divided over the planned probe of the chairman of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Lamode, over alleged diversion of stolen funds recovered from looters. While the Senate leadership said the probe would proceed as scheduled tomorrow, members of the People's Democratic Party in the upper legislative chamber kicked against the probe. The EFCC boss, according to a petition before the Senate, has been accused of diverting 1 trillion naira said to have been recovered from a former governor of Bayelsa State, Dieprie Alamesia, and a former Inspector General of Police, Tafa Balogun. The petitioner, Dr. George Obo, who is Chief Executive Officer of Panic Alert Security Systems, had petitioned the Senate through the senator representing his Delta North constituency, Peter Nwaboshi, alleging that Lamode, in connivance with other EFCC officials, shortchanged the federal government in the remittance of funds and properties recovered from Alamesia and Balogun. Senators, House of Representatives members, and members of other legislative houses in the country who are lawyers on Monday intensified their desire to be conferred with the prestigious rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN. The desire also affects all lawyers working in legislative houses in various capacities. Besides claiming that they worked harder than judicial officers, the lawmakers argued that regular lawyers and other legal practitioners were not better qualified for the rank than the legislators. The members pressed for the recognition during the inaugural meeting of the Forum of Lawyers in the Nigerian legislature held at the National Assembly in Abuja. The Department of State Services has charged the former National Security Advisor Colonel Sambo Dasuki, retired, to court for alleged illegal possession of firearms. The service, in a statement by a DSS official, Tony Opoye, on Monday in Abuja, said Dasuki was charged to court for owning firearms without license. The DSS had on July 16, 2015, carried out search operations on the ex-NSA's residences in Asokoro, Abuja and Sokoto, where its operatives claimed to have recovered 7 high-caliber rifles, including magazines and military gears, at the houses located at 3 Sabambrini Road, Giwa area, Sokoto State. The inability of the federal government to convene the monthly Federation Accounts Allocation Committee meeting may delay payment of August salaries for government workers. The meeting, which usually holds between 15th and 20th of every month, has yet to be convened, with 7 days to the end of this month. It usually takes between 7 and 10 days from the day the meeting is held before workers' salaries are paid, according to sources at the Ministry of Finance. Going by this analysis, it implies that even if the meeting is held any moment now, workers may not be able to receive their August salaries until next month. Global stock markets yesterday took a major plunge after China suffered its worst trading session in 8 years. An unprecedented collapse in Chinese shares sent tremors through financial markets, triggering the ugliest day of global trading since the depths of the financial crisis 8 years ago. In Nigeria, after losing 283 billion naira last week, equities opened this week with a whopping loss of 228 billion naira in the 5-hour trading session. The negative market position appeared to be increasing, nerving the more optimistic investors, lowering demand and increasing open order supply, which has virtually turned the market into a discount window. Now on the entertainment scene, the International Committee of All African Music Awards, AFRIMA, in partnership with African Union Commission, has unveiled the final nominees for its 2015 edition. At an international conference which took place at Victoria Crown Plaza Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos, President and Executive Producer of AFRIMA, Mike Dada, said the award ceremony is aimed at celebrating the rich musical heritage of the African continent. According to him, the 5-star awards ceremony, which takes place on Sunday, November 15 this year, will be preceded by the AFRIMA Music Village between November 13 and 14, a 2-day festival-style outdoor concert of non-stop music, funfair, and exhibition from countries in Africa and performances by African artists. Among those who made the list are sensational African music acts like Amda from Egypt, Olamide from Nigeria, Davido, still from Nigeria, Diamond Platinum from Tanzania, P-Square of Nigeria, Charlotte Dipanda from Cameroon, Sauti Soul from Kenya, and Sarkodie from Ghana. Others are Nigeria's Yemi Alade, Caspar Nyovest of South Africa, Keith Daniel of Nigeria, Guyala of Ghana, Atoranki of Nigeria. According to the World Health Organization, Sierra Leone has released its last known Ebola patient. 35-year-old Adama Sanko was discharged from a treatment center in the northern Bombali district on Monday morning. The country hasn't reported a new infection for more than 2 weeks. However, a small number of cases are still being reported in neighboring Guinea. The milestone comes 15 months after the outbreak was declared in Sierra Leone. Almost 4,000 people have died of Ebola in this country. Hundreds of millions of dollars have been poured into dealing with the Ebola outbreak. At the height of the epidemic, dozens of centers opened in Sierra Leone where Ebola patients could be isolated and treated. Now there are only 10. The country's Ministry of Health is in the process of deciding how many treatment centers it will keep open after the epidemic. Following a spate of deadly shipwrecks off the coast of Libya, the UN Refugee Agency has announced that it has set up a forum to improve the country's response to boats in distress within its waters by streamlining information sharing and coordination of international organizations. It is hoped the new contacts group will boost Libya's ability to save lives, collect bodies at sea or along the coast, and improve humanitarian care of the rescued on disembarkments. Meanwhile, as more smugglers' boats leave the Libyan coast, the odds of an accident increase, further accelerating the importance of body collection. On 5th of August, an estimated 200 people drowned in Libyan waters when their vessel sank. Spain and Morocco have arrested 14 people in a joint operation targeting suspected recruiters for the so-called Islamic State IS group. The arrests were made in the suburbs of Madrid and in various Moroccan cities. Those arrested are suspected of involvement in a network to send fighters to areas of Syria and Iraq under IS control. On Friday, a Moroccan who had lived in Spain was arrested following a failed attack on a high-speed French train. A series of explosions at a gas terminal in the western Afghan city of Herat has killed 10 children and an adult. Those killed lived in a camp for displaced people, which was next to the gas company compound. A spokesperson for Herat Regional Hospital said another 18 people were wounded in the blasts that were felt across Afghanistan's third largest city. 4 of the wounded were sent to Iran for treatment for 90% burns. For more news, you can visit our website www.africanfreepress.com. Do follow at African Free Press on Twitter and remember to like African Free Press on Facebook. My name is Arit Efa. Good morning, Africa.